So the main reason I haven't made a video in a really long time is because about 2 months ago, one of my best friends took her own life. Her name was Allie, and it's been really hard for me to cope with it. I don't want to cope with it. I just want her back. And losing someone that you love to suicide is probably one of the hardest things that anyone ever has to go through. And I've lost a good amount of kids or a good amount of friends to suicide, and it's just not right. And I really want to try to raise awareness about it, but I just don't know how. In the past year or 2 years, my school district, my town, has suffered the loss of 4 accidents or suicides. Remember, we're all really good kids, and it's just not fair to us. It's not fair to the parents. It's not fair to them that they have to go through this and suffer in silence, and then finally figure out that think that the only way to cope with anything is by taking their own lives. And I really wish that I could get my message through, that you don't have to end your life, because people are here for you, and people are beyond compassionate for you. You are something, and you will be successful in life, and you can get through this, and you can get help. You just have to want it. I know my friend Allie, who took her own life roughly 2 months ago, told somebody that she didn't want help because she was going through so much that she just couldn't cope with anything anymore. If she had talked to me, I would have helped her. And walking through the hallways at school now and going into my 5th period class and knowing that she's not going to walk through the door is awful. And I can't change it. And the only person who could have changed it, was Allie. And she decided that she was done, that she wanted to just end her pain and suffering. And she was a victim of bullying. She was a victim of abuse. She was just one of the most perfect people I've ever met in my life. She was beautiful. She was so smart. She was changing her life around. And then something happened. And she just couldn't get out of it. She lost her way. And I really wish that I could bring her back. I wish that I could talk to her again, but I can't. I never will be able to. This is literally the most pain I've ever been in, because I just don't want to live anymore, because I don't have my best friend with me to live with. And we were planning 2 days before she passed away. I had talked to her, or the day before she took her own life, I talked to her that day, the day before. And she told me that she needed to talk to me the next day. And the next day I come to school and I find out that she took her own life. And I would never be able to talk to her that day. And that day was the hardest day of my life, I swear to you. Listening to the people on the intercom come over and say that your best friend is no longer with us is probably all of this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do, next to losing my sister. And I never wish this pain upon anybody. And I really want to try to get something going to prevent suicide in my town, in my school district, because we've lost too many kids, and it really needs to stop. And I just hope that I can make my mark on society, and hopefully what I want to do goes nationwide, and we can stop teen suicide teen, self-harm, teen, anything. And I really just want people to reach out and get help. And if you're struggling with anything at the moment or ever have, I'd love for you to share your story in the comments below, or you can message me. I'll put in my information in the inbox, in the info thing. I just really want to get this to stop, and if you ever need me or anything, you can message me, you can do anything. I love you all so much, and I just want this to stop, and I can't do it without you guys. So I love you all, stay strong, and hopefully I'll make another video soon.